Well, good morning. It's nothing like being the first one at Napa on a Saturday morning. Quick tip, if you order online for pickup from the store, if they have it in stock, you can actually get like 20% off. The code right now is summer20. So I got 20% off my whole order. I guess they do that so they aren't so busy in the store. They can get stuff, boxed up and ready to go. Not sure if that's why they do it, but each time I get on an order online for pickup, they seem to have a pretty good, some type of 20% off coupon. And we're here bright and early because somebody was up at 6:45 and is already out of control, but likes truck rides, so he comes with us. You've got to be a special kind of retarded to park on a hill like that. Right in our driveway. Hey, what do I know? All right, new pump, thermostat. I don't really need RTV. Doesn't look like some people use it around the bolt holes. New belt. It's got to transfer sensors, put our new thermostat in. Figure out where the rest of our O-rings go and we'll be good to go. See how rusted this housing is? That bolt broke off. And this thing just looks so cruddy and rusty that I'm gonna go ahead and try to get a new one of these today. So I already have a new thermostat, so I'll put a new housing on it, and then I have a new upper hose to put on that as well.
You're making me a little nervous in here, buddy.
All right, so new pump is in there. I ordered a new housing. So Napa doesn't have one, but they make these in billet. So I ordered a billet one. It'll be here tomorrow. And they have the, Napa has the upper radiator hose I forgot to get. All my pulleys sound good. Everything, I try to like pressure wash the frame rails and everything. You can see the power steering gear there is, got all the dirt off of it and things like that. Clean in here in the frame rail, stuff you can't really get to while everything's together. So for now, I'm probably just gonna call it a day for now. The only thing I could really do is that lower piece right down there, that elbow, it comes with a new one of those. I can get that put on, and from there it's pretty much just wait until the this housing comes. Put the belt on, things like that. I just don't know if the belt, I don't think the belt will be in the way to get those, but we'll see. Got a new belt, we'll just put that on, and pretty much everything else is buttoned up. We're not far from being back together.
Yeah, baby, what is it? Yeah!
So this has got to be one of our easiest trailers to hook up because they put these like poly pads for where the jack rubs. You don't have any binding. That's the one biggest problem with my big wedge, is how much it bound up. See, they just cut the hole there. They riveted one of these like poly pads on for the jack handle, because it's never really gonna be straight at that distance. It's gonna, as you're cranking on it, it's gonna want to like torque, if that makes any sense. And this thing's such a breeze to hook up, even with one jack. So remember I told you guys I had a rubbing noise? I don't really want to get down here in the dirt too much, but the bottom caliper bolt Alright, you can't see there. The bottom caliper bolt on this side broke off. That's what my noise was. And that just started, or that just broke off because I just started hearing that noise the day the water pump failed. I'm getting on the computer now to see if Napa has one in stock, because the bolt is actually didn't back out, it's actually broke off in there, so nothing I could have really done about that. So I'm going to see if they have a bracket that comes with hardware, but this is one of the reasons why I always say, like, at least once a week, or, you know, if you're on the road and you have some downtime. I know the parking lots are disgusting at truck stops and all smell like pee, but if you can find a place that's like, you know, or even like, you know, you have moving blankets with you, it's just to, like, to be able to lay down on the ground and just, like, take a peek under the truck, because there's a lot of things that I have seen. Like, I spotted that when I was strapping the truck down to bring it back home. You know, so I would have been, and I was just looking, and I was like, something doesn't look, you know, normal, and that's what I saw. So if you can just, like, you know, even if, because unfortunately there's a lot of people out there in this industry that aren't familiar with, they don't know the ins and outs of their trucks. You know, they buy a brand new truck, they hop in the driver's seat and they drive. And then, you know, as it gets higher in mileage, these people are like, well, I can't, you know, I don't know what's wrong with this. What do you guys think? You know, people have a check engine light come on Facebook. They post a picture of the check engine light. It says "See dealer." Like, what could be wrong? It's like, you know, and that's not how I operate. So, like, I try to know everything on my truck. So just being able to crawl around underneath and just take a look at everything, you know, every so often, whether it be, you know, every couple days or every week, you know, at least. And then when you do your oil change, you know, so I do my oil change, like, depending on how hard I run, 2.5 weeks to maybe a month. Everything's getting pretty much like a once over. I'm putting my hands on stuff. I'm touching hoses. You know, feeling brake lines and just stuff that, like, putting my hands on everything, making sure our bolts are tight, that are, you know, bolts that have been replaced, or things that could be catastrophic. You know, always, if I'm once a week, if I'm not doing my oil change, I'm checking my oil plug, drain plug. I'm checking the filter, make sure everything's tight. And that's just kind of the way I operate, to make sure everything's, you know, good and sound. And that's why I don't have, you know, bad luck or breakdowns on the road, because I'm trying to do everything in a preventative way. So I'm going to see if the local Napa, because tomorrow's Sunday, so I'm going to see if the local Napa has a bracket in stock. I'm sure they probably do. But I want to tonight, if they don't have a plan, because I got some running around to do tomorrow, so maybe I have to grab something from a different town if it's available. But I'll see you guys tomorrow.